with the Joneses? Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL. Jones, no picnic a week ago. Detroit Lions. With that, let's head inside the Ford Field in Detroit. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field. Fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics. That's a matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they can't be any better as we hit the half.
This team in August, and we looked at the schedule. We thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams, and even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to throw, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And now the offense for Detroit.
And this team is coming in off of their open week, and to me, A pretty good time to have it, too, because it's pretty much right in the middle of the season. So I would think that they'll be pretty well rested and ready to go for the second half of the season. But even more importantly, they got a little bit of a mental break as well. That's going to help, too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go, B, let's go. All right, let's get this.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. The first down carry here for Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase.
And that's caught inside the 35. Rodgers to his tight end Graham on a big one. 55 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. And that's complete to Adams. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw, it's Rodgers. The connection made, it's Graham. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead grows to 10-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run it with Johnson. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing
Seriously?
often alters the normal spacing and run fits.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Fucking punk-ass bitch.
He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's
Really?
first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on right and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, Stafford. They'll try Galladay, that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but over the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, Jones has it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. From the red zone now, Stafford. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Rodgers going to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys at first. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Let's go, Rangers!
goes down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
He gets slap happy up here sometimes. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Reporting in. Ranger here. Nice pace.
On 3rd down, Johnson.
Ranger here.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And he's racking up the yardage. You see the crowd.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
To throw is Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. They've got his man complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage with 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with the grab. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to walk one deep left side here. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul. It'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. Now, a little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Normally, everyone preaches take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. Play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the visiting Bears who come in and get the victory on the road. Mitchell Trubisky, strong in the victory, as his guys looked better than a team that had won just one game coming in. Next, we head north to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were losers in that one with the visiting New York Giants. Teddy Bridgewater, as sharp as you can be throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check on the Saints at home at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucs. The Saints locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. And our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who's on target in the first half. He's over 300 yards passing already. How high can he go? To find out, let's kick it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stafford under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Yeah, this is taken at the 23. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him for our players. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know this takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Oh my God, y'all can't move out of my way. Fucking dumbass.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down. His defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offensive perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still on the move at a nice pace.
Wow, you fucking cheating ass bitch.
But it's incomplete.
Nigga.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Want to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
They go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, in incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the
Don't give a
Lions will
damn.
take over. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good
That's his yard
pickup here,
shooter.
21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now it's in carry for Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
Now it's Rodgers. He's going to walk one. Deep left side. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 61 yards as his guys continue to pull it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchdown. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him done.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. On the draw is Edwards. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And Nice gain of 21 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning.
Push out the double team me, because y'all pussies.
But being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off the game.
On the jet sweep, here's Grant. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. On third down, here's Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Then he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there and move the chains. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now is Rodgers. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's a lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Stafford into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from the his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? And
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
You don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, that's a really big play for them, right?
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Lions. 41 yards. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Packers, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll